Now, let's see employees module. This is where you manage all your staff, including drivers, cleaners, office staff, accountants, and more. Yes, even drivers are part of employees, but if you prefer to manage your drivers separately, we can enable a dedicated drivers module for you. And if you don't need it, we can simply disable it. Now, here you are seeing the list of already existing employees. If you want to add a new employee, just click on the add button on the top right corner. You can see a form where it is asking for the basic details of the employee like first name, last name, email, phone, joining date, and bank info and additional info, etc. Now, suppose you want to add a driver named Ramesh and he is joining on August 3rd with a monthly salary of 18,000. What our system can do is it will remind you on September 3rd to pay the salary for that particular Ramesh. Let's see how to do that. Okay, let me add Ramesh. And the last name, it's not mandatory. As you can see, only the red marked ones are the mandatory fields. Rest of the fields are optional. Each and every field that you are seeing in this form is dynamic. That means if you don't want some of the fields, we can just disable them. The entire software is customizable. If you feel some fields are not relevant for your business, let's suppose that you don't need last name, email, phone, etc. You don't want to maintain them, we can just hide them. Entire software is customizable. Okay, so now I have entered the first name as Ramesh, last name, email, and phone number need to be entered here. You need to select the joining date on which day that particular employee joined. Based on this, we have an option in our software where we can enable the automatic salary. Okay, you can enable monthly salary tracking. Once enabled, from the next month on the same date, you will get a reminder in the notifications bar showing that you need to pay salary for that particular employee. Here, if you can see, here we are showing a salary paid alert, right? In the same way, it will be showing that you need to pay salary for this particular Ramesh. Let's select the employee type. Here we have employee types like driver, manager, cleaning staff, and accountant. If you want to maintain new type of the employee, just simply go to the settings, select drop down values. Here select employee type. Now on clicking add, you can enter new type of the employee. That is how you can add it. Now let's circle back. Let's go to the employees. Let me add Ramesh and his joining date. Let's suppose that he joined today. Employee type, I'll be selecting as driver. And the salary type, you can see three type of salary types are there: monthly, hourly, and daily. You can choose based on your requirement. Let's suppose that this person is a monthly salary person. Need to enter respective salary amount. For the monthly salary, I am thinking 18,000. Here we have an option which is called trip based salary type. On creation of trips in the software itself, automatically it will make the employee earn that much amount whatever you are entering here. Let me enter 400 for each trip that this Ramesh will be earning for each trip. Here we have an option called is active. It can be enabled and disabled. Let's suppose in future this Ramesh stopped working for us. You can just simply come here and disable this person, and you can add the bank information of this particular employee and the additional info like emergency contact details and notes. After filling all this information, just click on the save. That person will be saved. Now if as I'm searching, you can see all the details of that particular employee. On the right side we have action buttons which is called is active, enable, and disable. As I have already told, if the person is not working for you anymore, just disable it. And we have an edit option here. If you go into it, you can edit all the details of that particular employee and just save it. You can also use the search and filters that are available in this particular grid. And we have a sort option for each and every field. You can sort the data based on this. So, with the employees module, you get a complete control over your team, track their salary, roles, joining dates, and more. And best of all, the whole system is flexible and it is very much customizable to your needs. And we have document tracking module in the employees as well. If you can see, we have documents. We can upload the related documents of that particular employee. Here you are seeing driving license and other. If you want to add a new type of the document type, just simply go to settings and go to drop down values, select the document type. Let's suppose that we want to add a new document type which is called PAN card, and we want to track it for all the employees. Just add it. Now, if you can see, the PAN card is saved here. Now, let's come to the document mapping, and we need to map that value to the employees, to all the employees. Just click on add, select employee, document type, PAN card. Here it is asking for reminder days. That means, for suppose this document is getting expired and you need to renew for that particular document, it will ask how many days before do you want me to remind. So you want to enter the number of days, like before how many days do you want the notification to be triggered. Here on clicking on save, new type of the document is mapped to the employees. If we go to the edit of that particular employee, it is visible to all the employees. You can see here PAN card is added. Let's suppose that you want to upload documents for this particular Ramesh, called driving license. You here you can you have an option called upload. Just click on it. On entering it, it is asking for the details like number, issue date, expiration date, and next reminder date. Let me enter saying that this is for the driving license. Maybe some random number I'm just entering, and the issue date is maybe last year, May. Now the expiration date is this year, somewhere around this month end. And the next reminder date, it is saying that it will be triggered on June or something like that. So you'll get a notification here. Now I'm uploading the document. Likewise, you can upload the document on clicking on save. You are seeing that the status is in the current state. For suppose if the document is getting expired, it will trigger a notification saying that this document got expired. Here I don't have any uh, that kind of expirations, but in general it will trigger an expiration notification here. So based on that you can check, and if you want to view all the notifications, just click on it. Here you can see all the notifications. Now let's circle back. Now you can see that the if you want to go to that particular attachment, or if you want to revisit and come back and see that document, just click on it. Here you can see the document like that. I have uploaded a random file. If you want to edit that detail, just click on edit and you can edit the details. If you want to renew the document, just click on renew. Fresh new information will be asked and new document can be uploaded on renewal. If you want to delete it, we have an option to delete. In the same way, you can maintain the all the documents of all the employees here itself. Whenever you want, you can just come back and you can just download them. Or and also the best important part in the software is like it triggers the notification saying that this document is getting expired. Please renew it, kind of. It is a very useful feature. Here we are able to upload documents for that particular employee only. We have one more module outside, that is document tracking, where we can track all the vehicles and all the employees' documents. In the next coming sessions, I'll be showing how to do that.